Hello, Central York Middle School. On Friday, we talked about inequalities. We went over the vocabulary of less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and we talked about how to graph inequalities. That when they're greater than or less than, you graph with an open dot, and when it includes a less than or equal to or greater than equal to, it is with the closed dot. And then we also talked about when you graph on a number line, you need to have three numbers. The number that you are graphing over, a number above, and a number below. And then you need to shade in the direction that the numbers would be included. So we did all that on Friday. Now today, I want us to write an inequality from a graph. So today we're going to look at graphs. So you need to remember that when you have that or equal to, that's the closed dot, and then greater than or less than is the open dot. So how do you write an inequality from a graph? You always start with the letter X. And then I look at the number. So we are comparing X to 4. And in this number, I see that we are comparing it to 3. So X is less than, and we have the closed dot, or equal to 4. All right, so let's take a look at number 2. I start with my X. And then I write down the number that the dot is on, which is negative 20. And then I look at it, it is equal to, so the line goes underneath. And then I have to decide, is negative 15 greater than negative 20 or less than negative 20? And it is greater than negative 20. So X is greater than or equal to negative 20. So for number 3, I write my X. And this is an open dot, so this time we are not going to include the line underneath. And the number that we will be writing on is negative 16. So I'm going to write my negative 16 over here. And is negative 12 greater than 16? It is. So I put in the greater sign. Number 4, I'm going to write down my X because I always start with my X. Then I write the number that we are looking at, which is negative 2. And I have to decide, it is also equal to, so I'm going to include my line underneath. And is 0 greater than negative 2? It is, so I write in the greater than sign. Okay, go ahead and give number 5 a try. So in this case, X is greater than or equal to 10 because 20 is greater than 10. How did you do? For number 6, I'm going to go ahead and write the 9 in underneath because this is actually the number we're comparing to. So I have X, and this time it will be an open dot. And is 0 less than 9? It is. So I have X is less than 9. Go ahead and give number 7 a try. So in this case, we're looking at X, and X is 12. The number we are writing down is 15. It is an open dot. So it will be greater than or less than, and 12 is less than 15. For number 8, go ahead and give this one a try. So in this case, X is going to be greater than 8 because our 10 or our 12 are both greater than 8. Last two. X is greater than negative 24 because negative 18 is greater than negative 24, and it is the open dot. Number 10, go ahead and give this one a try. So I write down my x, I write down the 3, 2 is less than 3, so x will be less than, and this time or equal to 3 because the dot is colored in. So I hope that this gives you an introduction to how you write an inequality from a graph. Usually you will be graphing an inequality. Let's turn to page 2. Zero pair. So for this page, we are going to solve each inequality and then graph the solution. Well, you might say, this looks like an equation, and you are absolutely right. What makes it an inequality is that it has that inequality sign right there. But we are going to go ahead and solve this like we would solve an equation. So I'm going to draw my line down the center just like I did with solving an equation, and I work backwards. So I add 10 to both sides. And I'm just going to forget about the inequality for right now and solve this like I would an equation. So here, this is my zero pair right here. I'm left with 3x is less than 12. And then I divide both sides by 3. And x is less than 4. And this is what we want to graph right here. We want to graph the x is less than 4. We do not want to graph the 2. So I draw an open dot because it's less than, and then I shade in the direction of the 3 because 3 is less than 4. And then what we can do is we can go ahead and put this in and see if this works. So 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 10 is -1. -1 is less than 2. So this does indeed work for the solution. So number 2, go ahead and solve the inequality like you would solve an equation. I am going to stop the recording and solve. Okay, so we go ahead and we subtract 9 from both sides. I am left with 5x is greater than or equal to 15. And then I divide both sides by 5, and I am left with x is greater than or equal to 3. So I'm going to go ahead and put my solid dot on the 3, and then I shade in the direction of the 4 because 4 is greater than 3. All right, we're going to skip number 3 and go on and solve number 4. I will pause right now while you solve the inequality. So this time I started by adding 9 to both sides because the last thing I did was subtract 9. So 15 plus 9 is 24, and I bring my 8x down. And now I have 8 times x is less than or equal to 24. I divide both sides by 8, and I am left with 24 divided by 8 is 3. So x this time is less than or equal to 3. So I put my solid dot on the 3, and then 2 is less than 3, so I shade in the direction of the 2, and I keep going. Remember, we do graph the solution to the inequality. We do not graph that 15. So don't graph the 15. Make sure you solve it, and then you are graphing your solution to the inequality. So number 5, we go ahead, we add 1 to both sides. This gives me a 0 pair, and I am left with 9x is greater than 18. I divide both sides by 9, and I am left with x is greater than 2. So I put the open dot on the 2, and then I shade in the direction of the 4 because 4 is greater than 2. Go ahead, skip number 6, and let's take a look at number 7. Number 7 is a division problem. So we go ahead, we start out like we did the other ones, So I have a number divided by 6 plus 2 is less than or equal to 5. So the last thing I did was add 2. So the first thing I'm going to do is subtract 2. So I subtract 2 from both sides. And I am left with a number divided by 6 is less than or equal to 3. Now, a lot of you want to go ahead and divide again. But what do we do since this is a division problem? We do the opposite of dividing, which is multiplying. So we're actually going to multiply 3 times 6, which is 18. So in this case, x is less than or equal to 18. Now I can't fit it on my number line at the bottom, so I'm going to draw a number line right here. And 18 goes in the center, 1 below, 1 above. I have a closed dot, and then I shade in the direction of the 17. And I can choose any number, so 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 is indeed less than or equal to 5. These past 2 days was just an introduction to graphing and solving inequalities, so please keep your notes for 8th grade. And when you see this in 8th grade, you can refer back to your notes. Please don't forget to submit your 2 worksheets to Schoology, and have a great day, everyone. Thanks, bye.